lovely people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'll define myself. My name is Tari, and I am so excited to have you here and just to be able to share in this spiritual moment with you. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and again for being here. Please subscribe if you have not. If you have not subscribed and this is like your second or third time coming, please subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of more messages where this came from, and there is a reason why you are continuing to come back. I will be channeling messages every week for you guys. So, and also comment, if you want me to work with a particular energy, or, if you just have any comments about the video, and things of that nature. I'm fairly new to this. So, I realize myself that it's a journey and that it's a process, but please subscribe, like, and comment. If anything, like the video as well, because that also helps and supports me with being able to get the messages out to more people, as many people as possible. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. Today I will be working with dragon energy. So whichever dragon that you are attracted to, that you are drawn to energetically wise, we have pile number 1, which is the earth and water dragon. We've got pile number 2, the rainbow dragon. And then we have pile number 3, Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of a minute to sit with that energy. And I will see you at your timestamp. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this particular dragon, the earth and water dragon, the overall message is creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. That is beautiful. I'm going to read the message that goes along with it. So this is a 4th dimensional brown and green earth and water dragon that brings blessings of a new opportunity. They synchronize the energy and timing to ensure it blossoms. The element of earth enables us to ground our projects, while the element of water enables us to flow with them. When combined in the earth and water dragon, these are very auspicious qualities. When mixed together in the physical world, earth and water create mud, which is excellent for the growth of seeds. So if you are planting a tree, you place its roots into the soil and make sure it has a good foundation. Then you activate its growth with water. In due course, you harvest the fruit. The more effort you put into providing the perfect conditions for the tree, the better the crop. This card is showing you that this is a good time to create. With the gracious assistance of the earth and water dragons, you can lay a strong foundation for your future. Picking this card suggests it is time to start a new phase of your life. Fresh opportunities may be presenting themselves to you, so be ready to nurture any ideas or visions that come to you. The earth and water dragons will enable you to know intuitively what is right for you and to harness your creativity. They will help you to generate the right conditions to succeed. They will motivate you to put in the necessary work, for this is an important step, and then you can harvest your abundance. Most importantly, they will help you to take things lightly. So listen to your inner wisdom. The time for action is now. I love this energy. I love this energy already. Especially if you just like looking at the cards, and the earth and water dragon, how it has that brown earthy root chakra feeling of like security, I'm grounded, and then literally the green, symbolizing the prosperity, the abundance. So now is the time for this group, for letting your creative juices flow. Maybe you've had a project or something that you've been holding off on, something within you that you've been afraid to pursue. And now is the time to be intentional about planning it. Like you have the energy here, and spirit is calling you to really dive into that, to give yourself a chance. Don't tell yourself no before like anybody else does. It is going to take hard work, like with, anything that is worth having in life, especially if it means so much to you and you're passionate about it. Follow it, plan accordingly, and just be intentional with the process. But most importantly, enjoy it, grow from it, and, just experience it. But now is the time. Like, you're being called to go after it and to nurture, whatever it is, whatever the opportunity is. It may even be like for a job, manifesting your dream job, um, speaking up for yourself, um, and being able to just call into action things, rolling. So get the ball rolling. Like, opportunities are surrounding you, new, fresh opportunities are surrounding you. Don't just think less of your ideas or your thoughts like they're meaningless, like they don't matter, like they cannot come to fruition. That is so not the case. So now is the time, and you are being called to believe that and trust that. So that is a beautiful energy for this group. And I'm gonna set this card right here and go ahead and start pulling um cards for the rest of the group. So maybe there's something in particular that's like holding you back from believing when it comes to these desires that you have. Or maybe you're like fearful when it comes to, for whatever reason, like letting your creative juices fly over like a particular opportunity or idea or thought. And let's just see what spirit needs you or wants you to let go of. We hold ourselves down a lot of the times mentally. It starts with the mental. Perspective is everything. And the mind is powerful because of what you feed it. So I'm feeling like with this group, it's, definitely time to call into action and believe, So what does spirit want you to let go of? And it has acknowledging my desires. Oh man, I love it when things just align. So you have today, I will release the belief that my needs are never met. I will acknowledge my desires, then turn them over to my higher power. My wants and needs are not an accident. God created them when he created me. You guys, I cannot make this stuff up. Just like the overall message for your dragon card, like, acknowledge your desires. They are valid. Go for it. You have one life to live. At least I feel in this lifetime, it's one. There can definitely be more. I believe in multiple lifetimes, but this group is definitely being called to acknowledge your desires. It's a beautiful thing. You have a lot of green here too, which is beautiful. That symbolizes, the heart chakra, which directly ties into nurturing. When you are nurturing something, when you're planting a seed, you're loving on it, you're feeding it, you're giving it love, you are nurturing it. Okay. So don't downplay whatever it is that you desire. It's possible. I feel like for this group, maybe that's kind of been a struggle, like believing that what you desire, this new opportunity, this dream that you have, is like far out of reach, or it's just unattainable for whatever reason. And spirit wants you to know that it's time for you to let that mindset go. Like, you have the earth and water dragon, so you're clearly planting, you are nurturing, you are developing, you are growing. So it's time for you to hold to that. It's time for you to cling to that. It's time for you to start planning for that. It's time for you to take your desires seriously, because the universe does. Let's see. We're going to pull from the numerology deck next. See what angel number you have coming through and the energy of that number. We have 14 for moderation. See that green? That green is there again. The green and the red, root chakra, grounding energy. I'll go with this one because it was up there. And you have nature right here. Go over those a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Divine Abundance Oracle deck next. Moderation. It's very interesting. Moderation. Too much of anything can be a bad thing. Divine flow. Okay. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all the others. To follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. This is such beautiful artistry on this card, but also too, like, it's important, the flow in general. And I believe that was also a message in your Earth and Water Dragon message, allowing yourself to flow with the process and how it unfolds. Oh my gosh, divine abundance, which is literally the name of that oracle deck. You were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Oh my gosh. Yes, this group, you're feeling like Spirit is just like, okay, it's time for you to get at it. Like, I'm trying to tell you that whatever this you have in your heart and your spirit, that like it's going to come to fruition. It's going to happen. Is it going to take work? Yes. But like, this is like confirmation. This is all confirmation. Do not adapt like a scarce mindset. I feel like this group, like, no matter how tough it may get, like, you are being called to have like a higher perspective. Like, walking with spirit is like literally living beyond logic, which is something that, you know, I have to practice daily, especially being a Virgo and overthinking. But walking a spiritual path, a path of faith, requires you to have a higher vision, in a sense of knowing that even though things that are unfolding in front of you may not necessarily look like it's going in your favor, trusting the divine in the process and the divine flow. You have so much like green in these cards. I want to look into a little more about your angels numbers. 14, moderation. If you add 1 and 4 together, that equals 5. It's the number of change, the number of opportunity. You have nature, 74. 7 and 4 is actually 11. Guided. Nature too, you have the earth and water dragon. Nature means really grounding your energy. But it also means like grounding your ideas, writing things down. Start the steps for making a plan for how these things are going to unfold in your life. You don't want to just willy-nilly it. Like, you're being called to be intentional about it. That's also a part of what grounding is about. You have to ground this idea. You have to ground this opportunity. You have to ground this desire. You have to start taking the necessary steps for this to even unfold, for this to even come to fruition. Everything, the universe, your angels, your guides are all surrounding you, rooting for you, and telling you to nurture this. Nurture this. Plant this seed. Come back to it daily. Do something to ensure that you are moving forward and taking the steps for this to come to fruition. Because it's not going to come without the work. I'm going to clarify this moderation card a little bit. So this card indicates a need to exercise restraint and self-control in every area of your life. Perhaps you are overeating, drinking too much alcohol, smoking, over-medicating, or taking drugs, overspending, exercising excessively, so too much. This card serves as a gentle and loving reminder that behaviors such as these can delay the manifestation of your dreams. Okay, so this is a clear indicator that this is more of like a warning when it comes to when you begin this process, okay? When you begin the process, keep in mind and remember that you must flow. There is a such thing as being intentional, taking steps to ensure that you are moving in the direction for this to come to fruition, versus also too at the same time deciding that you are going to manifest this, that you're going to take those steps, but still having that scarce lack mindset mentality, which still causes doubt in the back of your mind, and your manifestation comes from a place of fear instead of trust and love and actually believing. Okay, so whenever you are manifesting this, when you were being intentional about it, when you were planting these seeds, when you were putting these thoughts on paper, all of that good stuff, just remember to let it go. Remember to release it. Still taking the steps that are necessary, but also knowing in your heart and in your soul that like God's got you. The universe has got your back. This is a clear indicator, like you are abundant. But in order for this to really, really work, you have to believe it. You have to trust the process. You have to flow and trust that you are abundant. You are abundance. You don't have to chase it. I'm sorry if you guys hear like the ambulance in the back of the in the video. But you don't have to chase it. You attract it. I do not chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. I heard that somewhere. Like a couple of years ago, and it sticks with me every day. I feel like this group needs to adopt that mentality. I do not chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. Attraction is literally setting intention, putting it out there, planting the seeds, writing it, praying about it, but releasing it. Detachment is the ultimate form of attraction. But that also doesn't mean that you're just going to be like, oh, I want to be an Olympic figure skater or whatever. And then you put it out there, but you don't start taking lessons. You don't get a coach. You don't start conditioning. You don't start eating the stuff that you need to so that your body can be at this optimal level for you to be able to, do all of the triple lutses and all that good stuff. So remember, you do have to put in the work. You do have to be intentional. But that's you showing that you are ready for this to happen, that you're serious about it, and trusting in divine timing and the flow, that when it is time for that thing to occur, which it is going to be unfolding before your eyes, you will see. One day you'll look up and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I used to be here, but now I'm here. But you are being called to go for whatever that thing is. If it's a job, if it's into a business, if it's a nonprofit, if it is a clothing line, which is your own business or whatever. If you're trying to be an artist, if there's this thing that you're passionate about, that you have been like itching, burning this desire to do, acknowledge that. It's valid. You're not having these feelings for a reason. Okay? Let's see what divine animal energy you should be channeling this week, and then I'm gonna pull your journal prompts for this week. Spirit, what divine animal energy should pile number 1 be channeling? I love working with like divine animal energy because animals are so instinctual, and we as people, at a young age, sometimes we're not really taught to trust our instincts. We're taught to do as we're told. And the older you get, you have to, in a sense, find your way or your path, if that's not instilled with you at an early age, to trust those instincts. So it's interesting. I'm a firm believer that like you have to create opportunities for people to be able to exercise it, because it's a muscle. Like, it is a muscle. This card wanted to pop out also too, that it looks like a sunset in the background based off of the colors, but you were channeling the sheep, compassionate, gentle, and youthful. You are being guided to have gratitude for all that is in your life. Begin today to walk your new path, remove any unproductive relationships, and connect with your authentic self. You are a kind and compassionate person who shines brightly. Okay. Be gentle with yourself, lovelies, throughout this process. But like, the time is now. If you've been, if you've been sitting down on your booty, sitting on your ass, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. Like, this is a clear sign. It's time to get up. It's time to start making moves to make ish happen. Okay? Um, I resonate closely with this message. So, as I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself. And I'm just so grateful to be able to share this moment with you again. So, please like the video if it resonated. Subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of more videos where this came from. And this is a timeless reading. So, you know, I typically record on Sunday mornings. And make sure you do something to show yourself some self-love and care today. Oh, I almost forgot your journal prompt card for the week or for the day, forever. Oop, that came out really quickly. I am afraid of being my true self around others. And why? I am afraid of being my true self around others, and why? Authenticity. It's very much like that song by, I think it's not Sam Smith. I forgot. He was like on The Voice or The American Idol, but it's like, stand in the light and be seen as you are. Like, sometimes, like, what is he? It's the lyric, stand in the light and be seen as we are. Um, the greatest risk we'll ever take is by far to stand in the light and be seen as we are. So think about that. If you are afraid in moments of being your authentic self, presenting your authentic self, why is that? Why is that? Maybe there's some hint of detachment from how other people are going to perceive you that needs to happen, and for you to just trust what you're being guided to do. I don't know, but some food for thought. Until next time, lovelies, I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this pile, then you chose the Rainbow Dragon. Energy, overall energy, brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, accept miracles, accept opportunities. The rainbow, it's like over the rainbow. Like, what's at the end of the rainbow? A pot of gold. But like, you actually have to trust what's at the end of the rainbow, you know? The path that takes you to like the golden, like the golden, the gold, all of the gold. Anyway. So about this card, a rainbow in the sky is a cosmic gift. If our heart leaps with joy and gratitude when we see one, the universe opens new doors for us. Glorious rainbow dragons carry the same promise. When they come to us, a multicolored mystical flame ignites within us. This automatically attracts something of significance from the universe towards us. In addition, rainbow dragons will take us to the mystical pot of gold that is said to await us at the end of the rainbow. This golden gift is our own ancient wisdom, which has been waiting for us to rediscover it. With it, we know how to take knowledge and use it for the highest good of all. We become a wise one, and the rainbow dragons open the petals of our crown to connect us with universal knowledge. And as we use knowledge wisely, more comes to us. This is a card of hope, prayers, expectation, and gratitude. Look for opportunities, expect miracles. When new openings occur, seize them. Sometimes you may hardly dare to believe that good fortune has sought you out, so make sure you accept it consciously and unconsciously. Do not let it slip away. Remember to thank the rainbow dragon who has come to you for opening new doors for you. Ride with the current of life this dragon has brought you and enjoy everything that comes your way. A rainbow dragon may feel like an illusion, but it is very real. If you catch the flash of rainbow colors out of the corner of your eye, it is your rainbow dragon reminding you that the time for a new life is now. Trust that it will happen for you. Oh, this is like beautiful energy, like kind of similar to pile number 1, but pile number 1 was definitely being called into action to like start something, whether it was like a business or something. But like, I feel like this is going to be like a very hopeful reading. Like, I feel like this group doesn't necessarily expect much, but like, much is being drawn to you. And like I feel like you like the energy of this group is like, well, the odds of it happening are, and then, or, what if blah, and there's like a negative, like, what if it never happens? Or the odds of it happening are like, 1%, less than 1%. So uh, I'm curious to see like what comes out, because the rainbow energy is a very like cosmic sort of thing. And I feel like this is just like a very hopeful, like this group just like needs, a miracle. And miracles aren't necessarily super huge, but they're like, they can be small too. But I feel like the universe is like ushering in like good fortune for you. But also too wanting you to like accept it. Like channel that energy of like acceptance and like receiving. Because I feel like this group just doesn't expect anything, which can also be a bad thing. It can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. It just depends on like, what thoughts you're feeding it when it comes to like your like not expecting anything, like what that looks like. So let's see what the universe is like calling you to let go of, because we're in the business of like ushering this on in, like this energy, these opportunities, these miracles. Like the universe is like, it's just follow the rainbow, follow me to the end of the rainbow. Like, and it's not like you walk outside and you see a rainbow every day, which I think that that's also a message in itself. So it's like when you see a rainbow, because it's not like it happens all the time, typically does happen like after a storm, which that's also a message in itself. This group could very well be coming out of a storm, or maybe like you've had like several storms and it's one of those things where you've been conditioned to just like not have expectations, not expect anything, like it hasn't happened up until this point. I feel like I've been in this storm for so long. Like I've just come to accept it, for what it is. And you've come to like navigate that space and like not necessarily having this hopeful energy with it, allowing things to happen. This message reads, today I will let things happen without worrying about the significance of each event. I will trust that this will bring about my growth faster than running around with a microscope. I will have faith that my lessons will reveal themselves in their own time. You guys know there's a difference between like allowing things to happen. I feel like with this group, like things just happen, right? And I feel like this group maybe has like this mentality of this is happening to me, right? Because of whatever. This is happening to me because of this. This is happening to me because of that. But the truth is, you guys, is that life just happens. Life happens. And it happens to everyone in different capacities. And we have to pivot. But I feel like with the things that have happened to this group, I feel like you're not only allowing things to happen, but you're allowing life to happen to you. And I feel like it's kind of put you in a rut. And my thoughts come out better on paper, but like understanding that like life just happens, it kind of changes your perspective a little bit, because it doesn't put you as like the victim of life, life literally just happens. And I think once people like understand that is like the lessons are the blessing sort of thing, and you will hear me say that quite often. I feel like this group like has another card that like needs to reveal itself, so I'm going to continue to shuffle this deck. But like this group has been allowing life to happen, but the group has been allowing life to happen to them, which has directly impacted their overall energy. And it's become this energy of, oh, well, it's going to happen anyway. It's a very, it's serving as a block. This energy is serving as a block for you. And it like needs to be released. Like, so allowing life to happen, but not allowing it to happen to you, because you're not a victim. None of us are victims. Like, and don't get me wrong, we feel what we feel. And sometimes it feels that way. Feel the emotions, process it, let it go. But don't continue to hold it in. You have letting go of being right. Very interesting. Today, I will realize that being myself and letting others be themselves is far more important than being right. Value and worth are not dependent on being right. And I'm striving for love in my relationships, not superiority. I won't hide behind being right, but will just let myself be who I am. That's a very interesting card to get. Because I feel like, in a sense, with this group, you may have like this personality of like, you know, I know. Like, I know this isn't happening because of this. I know this isn't going to happen because of this. I feel like because of how life has been unfolding, like, you think that in your mind, like, your thoughts are accurate. Like, I love, like, reading oracle cards because they come with their own messages, but there's a lot of intuitive, like, practice and energy that, like, goes into it, because everything isn't necessarily can be taken literally. Like, it can sometimes, but for this, I feel like this more so has to do with you feeling like you are right in your mindset. Like, you're justified in being in this mindset of life, allowing life to happen to you. Like, it's like, well, why else would I be this way? Like, you know, why don't, why can't I think this way? And I'm not saying you can't think this way, but you're also blocking your blessings in the process because of it. Because the universe wants you to have whatever is at the end of the rainbow. It's possible. Like, it's there. And I get it. Like, what has happened because of your perspective and life happening to you maybe hasn't shaped the most positive outlook when it comes to things. But, like, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right mindset to be in or to adopt. And it's something that you have to let go. Like, you have to let go. Like, everything that you go through, you are meant to grow through. And sometimes it's not until that chapter of your life comes to an end and after the storm that you're able to see the rainbow and follow it. But that doesn't mean you're meant to remain in this mindset or this mentality of, well, it hasn't happened yet, so it'll never, sort of thing. Like, that's not, in a literal sense, that's not even the right mindset to be in. It's a block. Like, I feel like this group is really blocked. And, like, spirit wants you to unblock. But it is going to take, like, rewiring your subconscious. But it's definitely possible. Like, you can do it. Because I'm not getting, like, sadness from this group. Like, the energy is not, like, sadness. Like, oh, woe is me. It's just, like, life has been happening so much, and you've been in this mindset of life happening to you so much, and things just aren't unfolding or haven't been for a while. And you've just conditioned yourself to be in a certain place and to not expect anything. Because I genuinely feel like this group is just like, I don't expect anything. Let's see what, like, what angel number is coming through for you all. Let's see. here, what angel number is coming through to this group? So yeah, let go. Let go. Let go of the right mentality that you quote unquote have right now. Because I'm not trying to be a douche or anything, but it's wrong. I'm telling you now, it's wrong. It's not the right mentality. It's a block. It's a block. Unless you just want to be blocked and like clogged up. I feel like this group needs like a good plumber. Like a great plumber. But it's okay though, because I know that there's hope. That rainbow dragon tells me that there's hope. Like, you're not going to stay here. I have full faith in that. Because at the end of the day, like, you are abundance. You are abundant. And when we get to that divine abundance deck, we'll see what you get out of it. But you are abundant. You've been triggered a lot. You've been hurt a lot. You've been let down a lot. You've been disappointed a lot. You know. And so your mask is to not expect anything. You kind of have like this blah, 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 like energy going on right now. And that's not necessarily what flowing is about. Like, because there's like not even like hope behind this, which is kind of sad. But, you know, we'll see what angel number. Oop. Okay. Well. Ooh. Okay. So we have 4 cards that pop out, which, hey, we're going to let it roll. We got 37 for timeouts. We got 55 for adventure. Change. Change is on the way. It's going to happen. Personal growth. Everything. Allowing things to happen is for your personal growth. But also, too, having compassion for yourself in the process. And 99, look at those numbers. 99. These are like great numbers, like great energy, honestly. Because 55 is like the number of opportunity and change, and also like adventure. But I feel like with this group that like you're gonna have to like take a time out, take a step back, and like reevaluate like this space where you are right now, and like how you can go about like resparking like that hope that like things are ultimately working out in your favor, that life is happening, but it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Yes, it's happening for you, not to you. Like, the universe wants you to follow that rainbow, wants you to follow that rainbow. But you got to get through the rain first. You have to allow the rain to wash away what it needs to wash out, to gut, to clean, to redirect you, you know, to put you on pause, to time out. During the storm, take a time out and reflect. Take the time out to rewire like your brain, your mindset. Take a time to be grateful. Take a time to think about like your overall journey, because sometimes that is where like thinking about the past can be the most beneficial. Not getting stuck in the past, but using it for reflection. And I'm feeling like this group needs to do that and think about like your personal growth, but also to the areas in your life that you want to grow, and how everything that has happened, like really focusing on, okay, what was the good that came out of it ultimately? I don't care what anybody says, you guys. Perspective is everything. Whenever you go through something, you grow through something, okay? You may not be able to see it while it's pouring and it's raining and you're like in the thick of it, but there is always a positive thing that comes from it. And a lot of the times, the positive thing has to do with your personal growth. It has to do with what you learn more about yourself, what you would do differently, how you're going to navigate spaces differently, like how you were going to move, how you could have done something better. And ultimately, sometimes you learn, oh, I just need to let this stuff go. I don't even need to let this energy or this person or this habit into my life. Life is not happening to you. And this mindset isn't the right mindset to be in. You have to let go of that mindset. You have to let go of being right. Because, like, adventure awaits you. Adventure awaits you. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow awaits you. And it's calling to you. It's calling to you. Like, it's like, please hear me. Hear me. Believe in me. I'm there. I'm there. And I think about this blue. And I think about just like soothing, calming energy. You know, like when you're in a sea of water and they say like the best way to float is you have to trust in the flow. You have to trust in the water. You have to relax. You have to relax in order to float. You have to trust that you can let go and ultimately float. And I feel like this group, like that's a message in itself for this group. Let's see what your divine abundance energy is for the week. Those angel numbers. So if you see those angel numbers, you know, from the time that you're like watching this reading, you start to see them, pay attention to them. I'm a firm believer that spirit communicates with us on different levels, through different arenas. We just have to be open. You guys, this frankincense and myrrh that I'm burning is like amazing. I got it from this black-owned herb shop. And there's a crystal shop upstairs that I literally go berserk at. It's time to make another visit though, because I'm like almost out of Palo Santo. And I love the smell of Palo Santo. Let's see, what is your divine abundance energy coming through? You are divine, you are abundance. Just Lord, you gotta believe in that rainbow though. There's nothing wrong with like true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. That definitely aligns with this idea of allowing things to happen, but ultimately them being for your highest good. Then you have instincts, are the message from the inner divine, so signs. Got a lot of purple in here, which, you know, third eye, crown chakra. This group is going to have to do like some spiritual work for sure. Ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. But you're in this mindset where I have no expectations. The odds of it happening. And at that point, you're blocking. It's not easy for you to receive. And the universe is like, please, 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 I want to give to you. I want to give to you. Take it. I want to give to you. And then divine flow, which, okay, pile number 1 got this too, so maybe it's just a vibe. We'll see if pile number 3 gets it. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all the others to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. Oh, life is happening for you, lovelies, not to you. Remember that. Let's see what animal energy you need to channel today. It's been a very I will be keeping this group in my thoughts. Just sending some positive love, positive energy your way. I forgot to say today's affirmation. It is by loving others, I help to improve the quality of their lives. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, you guys are gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Okay, so you've got two cards that popped out. You have the giraffe, optimism, insight, and perspective. I could have sworn I said like perspective is everything, because it is. In this group, your perspective has got to change. You've got to change. It's got to change. You are being guided to stand above the preconceived thoughts of lack. Ugh. Gosh, if this does not just tie into your overall reading, stay grounded, keep a broad perspective, and appreciate what matters to you. Life is what you make it to be. Begin today to enjoy the process of life. Be spontaneous and allow the world to fascinate you. You are not a victim, boo. You're not. It's happening for you, not to you. Ladybug, personality, change, happiness. You got the adventure card here, 55. You're being guided to move in a new direction. Yes, you are. It's time to get rid of this I have no expectations mentality, this very lack mentality, this life is happening to me mentality. Your new life begins today. Embrace this new transformation and navigate your way towards your heart's desires. This end of the rainbow, kid. This end of the rainbow. Believe in yourself, others, and the divine, and you will manifest amazing things. Amazing things. Boom. That's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you guys. That's your pot of gold. I claim it for you. Claim it for yourself. Write it in the comments. I claim it for myself. I got this. I'm telling you. It ended well. It started off as a little bit of a doozy, but you know, look, healing, growth is never easy, despite what some people may think. Okay, let's see what your journal prompt is for this week. Your question, food for thought, if you want to think about it. I journal quite often, so writing my thoughts down on paper, I'm always there for. I'm always down for. It's a vibe. So let's see what that energy holds for you today. And what is your probing question for the week? Let's see. We shall see. We shall see. Hey, we're going to let Spirit take its time, because we want you to get the question that is meant for you. So it's coming. Oop. There we go. What do I spend most of my money on and why? Interesting. Hmm. What do I spend most of my money on and why? There's a reason why, and you guys know why you're getting that question. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, lovelies, for joining me today. If you liked the video, please, if it resonated with you, like and subscribe to the channel. Share it to others. This is truly my passion. I love being here and sharing in this moment with you all, for you all, and just being used by Spirit to offer some encouragement and some love. There's so much that goes on in the world, and we see a lot of negative often. So there's hope. Okay, you guys? There's hope. Until next time. Love you. Hello, lovelies. If you chose this pile number 3, then you chose the Thor's Red, Black, and Gold Dragon. It protects you in times of change. A time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. Ooh, if that isn't a word or a tone. Let's read the message that goes along with that now. During this incredible period of transition, everything on our planet is changing rapidly. Thor's mighty red, black, and gold dragons work directly for Archangel Gabriel, the mighty archangel in overall command of fire, who sends them to any area or situation that needs immediate clearance. Thor is the god of thunder, the elemental master of fire, and his red, black, and gold dragons carry powerful fire energy. For the optimum use of this blazing power, they connect with Mars in its ascended aspect, so they can act as peaceful spiritual warriors throughout the universe. Guidance. Drawing this card indicates that you are ready to change a situation, circumstance, or relationship, or are already doing so. This is challenging for you, and the universe is reminding you that you have earned the right to receive support and assistance. Your guidance is to ask any army of Thor's dragons to clear the energies around you and protect you as you make this transformation. Then relax, knowing you are safe, guided, and supported. Thor's red, black, and gold dragons will ensure you make the changes in a way that is for the highest good of all concerned. These are very hardworking warrior dragons, consume dense energies very rapidly and thoroughly, and they come to you with dedication, love, and wisdom. So accept graciously what they have to offer you. This card is also a call to service. You are asked to send Thor's dragons to places and situations that need their protection at this time. This is great energy. This is protection energy. And clearly this group is definitely, you're going through some change. You're going through some tumultuous change. Or just think something that's making you very, very uncomfortable, and it's just real rocky. It's real rocky. Sorry, I thought that was funny. Like Rocky, of course, you guys know like Rocky, fighting, boxing, boom, boom, boom. Love the movies. Okay. But I just felt like it just like tied into this aspect of like protection. But you're tough though. This is a tough group. This is a tough group. It's been rocky. It's been a little tumultuous, but you got this. Let's see what spirit needs you to like let go at this time. Change. What you need to change at this time could possibly help with this transition and transformation that you're going through in your life. I feel like this group is possibly like cutting away. Because with change, like with evolution, with transition, with transformation, everything and everyone is not meant to come with you. And that's a very difficult pill to swallow. More so for you than it is for them, honestly. So, but it's okay though. Spirit is going to offer some guidance today. Going to see what comes through. Ooh, okay. Being direct. Today I will own my own power and be direct, and I will be clear and honest in my dealings with other people. If I'm comfortable with my own truth, then those around me will be comfortable with me too. Being direct. Something tells me that in this change, I feel like with you maybe cutting go, letting loose, releasing what no longer serves you, people, places that cannot come with you. Something tells me that you haven't been being direct about it. Like you haven't just been forthright with it. Like maybe you're hoping that if you just fall off the face of the earth, it'll go away. Or like that it will change, but you're never like quite cutting the cord, just being direct about cutting the cord. Which also means like being transparent and being vulnerable about like why you're doing it, even though they say you don't owe anybody any explanation. I love to give explanation. I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this. Like I'm not the type of person that's going to block you just like out of nowhere. I'm going to tell you why I'm blocking you before, and then I'll block you. But this group is being called to be direct. Like you're going through a change and everybody can't come with you, and it's very bittersweet, or sometimes it's very sweet. I feel like with this group, you've been holding on to something or someone for quite a while, and like it's low-key, high-key been like long overdue. But I feel like you're so worried about the person on the receiving end of this that you're not completely being transparent and honest and honoring how you feel, because that's okay. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I've always felt like the direct approach is the best approach, but you know, releasing anger towards family members. Interesting. Today, I will accept the potent emotions I may feel toward members of my family, and I will be grateful for the lessons they're teaching me. I accept the golden light of healing that's shining on all of us, okay? Now, for this card, too, keep in mind that family isn't just blood family, okay? For a lot of people, Friends or family. You have chosen family, people that you have chosen to be a part of your life, your group for quite some time. And maybe there is something within you. Maybe they have hurt you. Maybe they haven't been supportive. Maybe they, did wrong by you. And that's something that you have to like forgive and let go of, because ultimately, like, it's a major part of your transition and your transformation. It's a major part of being direct and letting go too. If you're still harboring on to feelings and emotions from someone that, or something that you've quote unquote let go or left in the past, but it still has this emotional tie over you, it's going to make this process even more difficult, you know? And you have to work and sit with those feelings because you have to process them. But ultimately, if you don't let them go, if you don't forgive, it's just going to make your journey even longer, even more arduous. Because I feel like it's been a bit rocky for you. Like, I feel like this group is in the middle of it. Like, you're in the middle of the change already. Like, change is already happening and you're in the middle of it. Then you have setting my own course. Today I will realize that I'm powerless over other people's expectations of me. I'll think about what I want and consider that how I respond to others' needs will affect the course of my life. I will own my own power and choose the course that's right for me. Be direct, boo. Be direct. Like, you have every right to do that. Like, again, you have to put yourself first. Putting yourself first is a form of self-love. Okay, it's a form of self-care, and take it from somebody that literally had multiple lessons in that area of my life. And I'm telling you, it's a form of self-love. It is healthy. It's a form of self-care. Okay, don't ever let anybody tell you that putting yourself first is selfish. Okay, it's not, because ultimately that depends on the space and place you're coming from. And if you're coming from a place of love and not fear, like, you can't give what you don't have to give, and you can't continue to pour into something or to someone that is not reciprocating. You are, like, this group, you are going through transformation. You are going through change. And it's not easy letting go, especially of like what's familiar to us. But like, you were being called to cut some cords, cut some ties. This change is not only for you, but it's like within you as well. Like, this is a change within you. And like, you being able to do this is serving a greater purpose ultimately, because like by the end of the transformation of this chapter anyway, the change that you have done within and experienced within, from setting your own course, from being direct, from forgiving and releasing, is ultimately going to be exactly what you need to walk into what the universe has for you. Have compassion with yourself. Extend some grace. 99 is your angel number with yourself throughout this journey. Don't be hard on yourself, okay? It's not an easy path to walk. I know from firsthand experience, it's not an easy path to walk. It's not. And sometimes it can feel lonely, but you're not alone. And who is for you will be for you. You speak your truth in this. Like, people who like truly love you and want what's best for you, like, will understand. They will, even if that means releasing you. At the end of the day, if it's truly yours and you release it, it'll come back. It'll come back in time. So, because I feel like how difficult this is for you. I feel how difficult it is for you. I know. Oh, trust me, I know. But you've got it, though. You've got it. Extend some grace to yourself throughout the process, because at least you are like trying to put in the work. Spirituality, 77. Like, your faith, your spirituality is like going to following that guide, your instincts. So don't doubt yourself throughout this process. Like, spirit is guiding you. That's also confirmation that you're not alone. I'm also working with like a lavender candle right now. Purple is the energy right now. It's the vibe. Like, Spirit wants to know that they have your back, but at the same time, it's also going to be important for you to feed your spirit throughout this process of change, because you need to ground yourself. You need to ground yourself, and you need to pour into yourself. Like, as you were cutting and releasing, you also have to like simultaneously pour into yourself by connecting with your angels, your guides, by praying, connecting with God. Like, all of this is necessary. So, if you're seeing, triple sevens, double sevens, if you're seeing 99s, a lot of the time, or if you have been seeing it, like these are your guides, like trying to communicate with you, saying, hey, we see you. You're doing an amazing job. Don't be so hard on yourself. This is not easy, but it is necessary, and you can do it. Okay, so you know what you want, you know what you desire. And sometimes because this group seems to be like a very like giving group. Like, I feel like this group has like given a lot, but like now it's time for you to give to yourself. Spirit wants you to give to yourself. And, you know, sometimes you giving to yourself literally weeds people out, and you see who've been in your corner like the whole time. Because sometimes people will want to keep you around for what they can give you, but they're not meeting you where you need to be met. And you deserve to be met where you need to be met. Like, if this ain't a reading, because it is. And it's actually a beautiful one. Like, it's a beautiful reading, actually. Letting go. You have letting go. Everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. You can let go, boo. You can let go. You can let go. It's literally like let go and let God. Cliche, but so true. Awakening. Oh, my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Connect to spirit throughout all of this. Connect to spirit. It's going to be grounding for you. It's going to be like your saving grace. It's going to be your guide, okay? And it will not be easy, but it is necessary. And I guarantee you, once you start to implement these things, being direct, working on forgiveness and processing those emotions, setting and taking control of your own course, because you're a spiritual being having a human experience and you have free will, like, this will serve as like an awakening for you, an awakening within you, okay? And you will feel so much lighter. I'm telling you, once you start implementing these things, you will feel so much lighter. Like, I really, really connect with this group because I know, because I've recently been living it. So you will feel lighter. You will feel so much lighter. But I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult, and the decisions aren't necessarily easy to arrive to. But that's also why you got to feed your instincts, and you have to trust spirit. You got to spend some time alone. But you also need to be true to yourself. Be true to your boundaries. Be true to your feelings. Honor your emotions. Honor how you feel. Don't be thinking about somebody else right now. This ain't about nobody else but you. This is the mindset you need to have right now. This is about me. This ain't about you, boo. And I got to do what's best for me. You can't give what you don't have to give. And, you shouldn't just be giving all the time. People will take as long as you will. And they don't ever want to let a good thing go either. They don't. So you have to have the courage to step away yourself. Because don't think that if you stay with these relationships or whatever, whether that's a work environment, a romantic relationship, a friendship, do not think that they will release you for you. Child, they love what you give them too much. And are they really, if they haven't been giving you what you need at this point, are they really going to be forthright and forward with knowing that, like, they need to release you and let you go because they're not the healthiest for you? Please, child, please. You have to do that for yourself. And I'm not saying that to be harsh in any way, but like, I know this. I know it. I've experienced it. Just take it. Just take it. Please take it for what it is. Take it for the writing on the wall. And you have to adopt this mentality of you showing up for you and you doing what is right and what is best for you. Because Thor's red, black, and gold dragons got you. Got your back, boo. You are protected. You have the hawk energy. Inspirational, fearless, visionary. You are being guided to detach from the mundane and envision your heart's desires. See with clarity the opportunity that surrounds you, that surrounds your new journey. Stretch and expand yourself. Soar above previous limitations. It's your overall energy. You are fearless. And also dream about like putting that energy out there of attracting the types of relationships or what you want to attract in your life. It cannot hurt, and it's also good for your for pouring into yourself and grounding your energy too at the end of the day. Again, you may feel like you're losing a lot or letting go of a lot, but you're also gaining a lot. And what you're gaining is ultimately going to help you through this transition for what's at the end of it, you know? It's the journey. A journey that makes the difference. Okay, lovelies. I forgot to share the affirmation in like the first pile at the very beginning of the video, but today it is, by loving others, I help to improve the quality of their lives, because you are loved and you are loved. So what is your probing question, your journaling prompt for the week, or just something energy for you to sit with this week? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Came out finally. What are my favorite ways to take care of myself physically and emotionally? Because you need to do that. As you're cutting go, releasing, it can be overwhelming. It can be a lot. But you also need to pour into yourself. Let spirit pour into you. Let others pour into you too. Receive that, okay? I know it's tough, but you were made for this. You are ready for it, or else the time itself wouldn't be presenting itself, okay? So you are going to show up throughout all of this by showing up for yourself. And as soon as you adopt that mentality and understand that it's okay for you to do that, and that it's valid, and that it's also necessary, like, you will be just fine, okay? Call on Thor's red, black, and gold dragon, you know, Archangel Michael for protection, your guides, your spirit team, and, you know, just let go. Please let go, lovely. And awaken everything that is meant to be awakened within you, okay? So please like, comment, and subscribe if you have not. I hope this message resonated you, or maybe it resonates for someone you know that you know. Direct them to the channel. Have them take a look at it. There are plenty of more messages where this came from. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.